Your body is fighting a silent war right now. Every second, millions of your cells are dying while new ones struggle to replace them. Most people think this is normal aging, but scientists just discovered something that changes everything. Dr. Sarah Chen was studying centenarians in remote villages when she noticed something impossible. These people had the skin elasticity of 30-year-olds despite being over 100. Their secret wasn't genetics or expensive treatments. It was 8 simple fruits they ate every single day. The same fruits sitting in your local grocery store right now, ignored by millions of people who don't know their true power. When Dr. Chen tested these fruits in her lab, she found compounds that literally reverse cellular aging. Not slow it down, reverse it. Her research team couldn't believe the results. Big pharmaceutical companies tried to suppress her findings. They spent billions developing synthetic versions of what nature already perfected. But Dr. Chen refused to stay silent. Today, you'll discover her groundbreaking research and the exact protocol that's helping thousands of seniors reclaim their youth naturally. 3 shocking truths will blow your mind today. First, expensive collagen supplements are actually making you age faster by confusing your body's natural repair system. The synthetic molecules can't integrate properly with your existing collagen structure. Second, there's a specific time of day when eating these fruits multiplies their anti-aging effects by 400%. Most people eat them at exactly the wrong time, wasting their powerful compounds. Third, one particular fruit contains a rare enzyme that pharmaceutical companies have been trying to replicate for decades. This enzyme doesn't just boost collagen, it actually repairs damaged DNA in your skin cells. But here's what shocked me most about Dr. Chen's research. The people who saw the most dramatic results weren't eating exotic superfruits. They were eating common fruits that cost less than $5 total. The transformation photos will leave you speechless. You wake up and barely recognize the person in the mirror. When did those deep lines appear around your eyes? Your skin feels paper thin, bruising from the slightest touch. Getting out of bed requires a mental pep talk because your joints scream in protest. You've tried everything the beauty industry promised, expensive creams that did nothing, collagen supplements that emptied your wallet, procedures that left you looking artificial. Nothing worked because you were treating symptoms, not the root cause. The truth is heartbreaking. Your body is literally falling apart from the inside out. Every day you wait, thousands more collagen fibers break down. Your skin loses elasticity. Your joints deteriorate. Time is running out. But what if everything you've been told about aging is wrong? What if your body has an incredible ability to heal and regenerate that's been suppressed by modern living? Dr. Chen's discovery proves that cellular regeneration is possible at any age. Dr. Chen's hands trembled as she stared at the lab results. After 30 years of research, she'd never seen anything like this. The blood samples from the village elders showed telomeres longer than teenagers. Their cellular age was decades younger than their chronological age. She rushed back to the remote mountain village in China, her mind racing with questions. The villagers lived simply, without modern medicine or anti-aging treatments, yet they moved like dancers, their skin glowing with health that defied logic. The village elder, Ming Wei, smiled knowingly when Dr. Chen asked about their secret. He led her to an ancient fruit garden where 8 specific varieties grew in perfect harmony. These weren't exotic superfruits, they were common varieties that grew wild across the world. Ming Wei explained their ancestors discovered something profound 5 centuries ago. Certain fruits, when eaten together in specific combinations, created a synergy that unlocked the body's dormant regeneration abilities, the knowledge passed down through generations like a sacred ritual. Dr. Chen's skepticism melted when she saw the evidence. Villagers in their 80s climbed mountains effortlessly. Their skin bounced back from pinches like rubber bands. Cuts healed overnight without scarring. Something extraordinary was happening at the cellular level. Back in her lab, Dr. Chen isolated the active compounds. She discovered these fruits contained precursor molecules that trigger dormant stem cells throughout the body. When consumed together, they activated genetic pathways that modern science thought were permanently shut off after childhood. The breakthrough came when she analyzed the fruit's molecular structure. Each variety contained unique enzymes that worked like keys, unlocking different aspects of cellular repair. Blueberries activated skin regeneration, pomegranates trigger joint restoration. Together they created a complete renewal system. But the timing was crucial. The villagers ate these fruits at specific hours, following their circadian rhythms. Dr. Chen realized the body's repair mechanisms operate on a precise schedule. Eating the right fruit at the wrong time wasted its potential entirely. Her research team conducted controlled studies with volunteers from around the world. Within weeks, participants showed measurable improvements in skin elasticity, joint mobility, and energy levels. The results were so dramatic that medical journals initially rejected her papers. Then came the phone calls from pharmaceutical executives. They offered millions for her research, but Dr. Chen refused. She'd watched her own grandmother suffer through expensive treatments that failed. This natural solution belonged to everyone, not locked away in corporate vaults waiting for synthetic versions. The first fruit holds a secret that changed everything for Maria Santos. At 73, she could barely walk without pain shooting through her knees. Her doctor recommended surgery, but Maria remembered her grandmother's stories about healing foods from their homeland. Maria started eating 1 cup of blueberries every morning, following Dr. Chen's protocol exactly. The tiny berries looked innocent, but inside each one were millions of anthocyanin molecules, nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. These molecules don't just reduce inflammation, they rebuild damaged tissue. Within 2 weeks, Maria noticed her morning stiffness disappearing. By month 3, she was dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. The anthocyanins had literally reconstructed the cartilage in her joints, something doctors said was impossible without surgery. But blueberries were just the beginning. Dr. Chen discovered that blackberries contained a different type of anthocyanin that specifically targeted skin aging. When she studied the village elder's skin under a microscope, she found collagen fibers as thick and organized as those in 20-year-olds. The secret lay in ellagic acid, a compound found in high concentrations in blackberries. This molecule acts like a shield, protecting existing collagen from the enzymes that break it down. But more importantly, it signals your body to produce new collagen at rates not seen since adolescence. Dr. Chen's breakthrough moment came when she realized these berries worked in pairs. Blueberries prepared the cellular environment for repair, while blackberries provided the building materials. Eating them separately gave minimal results. Together, they created a regenerative cascade that swept through the entire body. The research data was staggering. Participants who ate both berries daily showed a 40% increase in collagen production within 6 weeks. Their skin thickness increased by an average of 23%. Fine lines didn't just fade, they disappeared entirely as new collagen filled in the gaps. Thomas Mitchell, a retired construction worker, became Dr. Chen's most dramatic case study. Years of sun damage had left his skin leathery and spotted. His wife barely recognized him after following the berry protocol for 4 months. His skin had transformed from weathered leather to smooth, healthy tissue. The pharmaceutical companies grew desperate. They attempted to synthesize ellagic acid and anthocyanins in labs, spending billions on research. But every synthetic version failed. The natural compounds worked in harmony with hundreds of other molecules found only in whole fruits. Dr. Chen faced threats and attempts to discredit her work. Medical journals that initially rejected her papers now begged to publish her findings. She'd proven that nature had already solved the aging puzzle. Humans just needed to remember how to listen to their body's ancient wisdom. The tropical fruits held secrets that even Dr. Chen didn't expect. When she analyzed pineapples from the village garden, she discovered something that made her question everything she knew about human digestion. The bromelain enzyme wasn't just breaking down proteins, it was rebuilding them. Elena Rodriguez had given up hope. At 68, her arthritis was so severe that opening a jar brought tears to her eyes. Traditional medicine offered only temporary relief through expensive injections, but Elena's daughter convinced her to try fresh pineapple daily, following Dr. Chen's exact timing protocol. The transformation began in Elena's gut. Bromelain doesn't just aid digestion, it creates a cascade of healing throughout the entire body. As the enzyme broke down damaged proteins in her joints, her body recognized the clean slate and began rebuilding healthy tissue from scratch. Within 3 weeks, Elena's joint pain disappeared completely. Her doctor was baffled when X-rays showed cartilage regeneration that medical science considered impossible. The bromelain had literally dissolved the inflammatory proteins causing her pain while triggering stem cell activation in her joints. But Dr. Chen's real breakthrough came when she studied mangoes from the village. These weren't ordinary mangoes. They contained a unique combination of vitamins that worked like a molecular orchestra. Vitamin A conducted the symphony, vitamin C provided the energy, and vitamin E protected the entire process. The village elders called mangoes the fruit of eternal youth for good reason. Dr. Chen discovered that mangoes trigger the production of glutathione, the body's master antioxidant. This molecule doesn't just fight aging, it reverses it by repairing damaged DNA in every cell. James Patterson, a former athlete, became Dr. Chen's most compelling case. Years of intense training had left his body broken and aged beyond his 55 years. His skin looked like cracked leather, his joints were stiff, and his energy was non-existent. James committed to eating 1 fresh mango daily at exactly 2 p.m., when Dr. Chen's research showed optimal absorption. The timing aligned with his body's natural cortisol cycle, maximizing the fruit's regenerative effects. His transformation defied medical explanation. After 6 months, James looked 20 years younger. His skin had regained its elasticity, his joints moved freely, and his energy levels rivaled those of men half his age. Medical tests showed his cellular age had reversed by 15 years, something that should have been scientifically impossible. The pharmaceutical industry launched a coordinated attack on Dr. Chen's research. They hired scientists to publish contradictory studies, funded media campaigns to discredit natural healing, and even attempted to patent the molecular structures found in common fruits. But the truth was spreading faster than they could contain it. The final pieces of Dr. Chen's puzzle came from the most unexpected source. Deep in the village archives, she found ancient texts describing pomegranates as blood of the earth. The villagers believed these ruby-red seeds contained the essence of life itself, and modern science was about to prove them right. Dr. Chen's analysis revealed that pomegranates contain punicalagins, molecules so complex that pharmaceutical companies had spent decades trying to synthesize them. These compounds don't just fight aging, they actually communicate with your genes, switching on dormant youth programs that evolution built into every human cell. Margaret Thompson's story became the foundation of Dr. Chen's most important research. At 79, Margaret was preparing for her final years when her granddaughter introduced her to the pomegranate protocol. Within days, Margaret noticed her vision sharpening and her memory improving. The punicalagins were performing cellular surgery throughout Margaret's body. They identified damaged mitochondria, the power plants of cells, and either repaired them or triggered their replacement. Margaret's energy levels soared as her cells began producing energy like they did in her 20s. But the real miracle happened in Margaret's brain. The pomegranate compounds crossed the blood-brain barrier and began repairing neural pathways that had deteriorated over decades. Her doctor couldn't explain why her cognitive tests showed improvement, typically seen only in young adults. Dr. Chen's research revealed the shocking truth about papayas. The villagers ate them at sunset, when the papain enzyme synergized with the body's natural melatonin production. This timing created a perfect storm of cellular repair that occurred during sleep. Robert Kim, a businessman who'd suffered a heart attack at 58, became living proof of papaya's power. His CEO. Cardiologist had told him his heart muscle was permanently damaged, but Robert followed the sunset papaya protocol religiously, eating fresh fruit exactly 2 hours before bed. The papain enzyme didn't just aid digestion, it literally dissolved the scar tissue in Robert's heart. Cardiac MRIs showed healthy muscle tissue regenerating in areas that doctors had declared dead. His ejection fraction improved from 35% to 65% in just 4 months. Dr. Chen realized she'd uncovered something revolutionary. These fruits weren't just providing nutrition, they were delivering genetic instructions that awakened humanity's built-in regeneration system. The village elders had preserved ancient knowledge that modern medicine had forgotten. The breakthrough that changed everything came when Dr. Chen discovered the fruits worked in sequence. Each one prepared the body for the next, creating a cascade of healing that built momentum over time. The timing wasn't just important, it was everything. Eating the right fruit at the wrong time not only wasted its potential, but could actually interfere with the healing process already in motion. The final revelation came from the most unlikely source. Dr. Chen's own mother, suffering from severe osteoporosis, had been secretly following the fruit protocol without telling anyone. When her bone density tests showed impossible improvements, Dr. Chen realized she'd been missing the most important piece of the puzzle. Her mother had been eating oranges and strawberries together every evening, a combination that seemed insignificant until Dr. Chen analyzed their molecular interaction. The vitamin C in oranges didn't just support collagen production, it transformed the fisetin in strawberries into a super compound that reversed bone loss. David Martinez had been told his spine was crumbling. At 64, this former marathon runner could barely walk to his mailbox without excruciating pain. His doctor recommended immediate surgery to fuse his vertebrae, but David's wife begged him to try Dr. Chen's evening fruit protocol first. The combination worked like molecular magic. Vitamin C acted as a catalyst, supercharging the fisetin molecules until they became powerful enough to penetrate bone tissue. These enhanced compounds didn't just stop bone loss, they actually rebuilt the mineral matrix that had been dissolving for years. Within 3 months, David's spine showed regeneration that his orthopedic surgeon called miraculous. The vertebrae that had been compressed were expanding back to their original height. David returned to running, something medical science said would never happen again. But Dr. Chen's greatest discovery was the timing secret that multiplied these effects. The human body operates on a precise circadian rhythm, with different repair systems activating at specific hours. Growth hormone peaks between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., making evening fruit consumption 400% more effective for cellular repair. The villagers had unknowingly aligned their eating pattern with these natural cycles. They ate energizing fruits in the morning when cortisol levels were high, and repair-focused fruits in the evening when growth hormone began its nightly surge. This synchronization turned simple fruit consumption into a powerful healing ritual. Dr. Chen's research team tracked hormone levels in volunteers following the timed protocol. Those who ate according to circadian rhythms showed growth hormone increases of 300% compared to random fruit consumption. Their bodies were literally rebuilding themselves while they slept. The pharmaceutical industry made one final, desperate attempt to suppress Dr. Chen's findings. They offered her $20 million and threatened lawsuits simultaneously, but Dr. Chen had seen too much suffering to stay silent. Her grandmother's death from treatments that failed had driven her to find better answers. Standing in her lab, surrounded by transformation photos from hundreds of participants, Dr. Chen made her decision. She would share everything freely, knowing that every day of delay meant more people suffering needlessly. The 8-fruit protocol belonged to humanity, not corporate profits. Her life's work would save lives, not stock prices. Start with just 3 fruits during your first week to let your body adjust gradually. Choose blueberries in the morning, mango in the afternoon, and strawberries in the evening. This gentle introduction prevents digestive upset while beginning the cellular repair process. Week 2. Add pomegranate seeds with your blueberries and fresh pineapple with your mango. The combinations are crucial. Never eat these fruits alone. They work in pairs to create the molecular synergy that triggers healing. By week 3, introduce papaya at sunset and oranges with your evening strawberries. Your body should now be producing higher levels of growth hormone and repair enzymes. Most people notice improved energy and skin changes by this point. Follow the exact timing. Morning fruits between 7 to 9 a.m., afternoon fruits between 1-3 p.m., and evening fruits 2-3 hours before bed. This schedule aligns with your natural hormone cycles and maximizes absorption when your body is ready for repair. Dr. Chen's research changed everything we thought we knew about aging. These 8 fruits don't just slow down time, they reverse it at the cellular level. Every person who followed her protocol experienced transformation that medical science said was impossible. The power is literally in your hands right now. No expensive treatments, no risky procedures, no synthetic supplements. Just simple fruits that cost less than a cup of coffee, timed perfectly with your body's natural healing cycles. Maria dances at every family gathering. Elena opens jars without pain. James runs marathons again. Margaret's mind is sharp as ever. Robert's heart beats strong. David's spine supports him perfectly. These aren't miraculous exceptions. They're proof of what your body can do when given the right tools. Your transformation starts with your very next meal. Choose one fruit from Dr. Chen's protocol and eat it at the right time today. Feel the difference in your energy, your skin, your joints. Let your body remember what it means to heal. The 8 fruits are waiting. Your younger self is calling. The only question left is, will you answer? Your future depends on the choice you make right now, in this moment, with this knowledge that could change everything.